objectives.
Alright, hello fellas. Today, I'm just gonna be explaining how, if you couldn't tell from the title, actually, how I think you should use the Striker shotgun. Now, before I even start explaining the aggressive version of how I think you should use it, I do not recommend this loadout for it. This is a loadout that I had suggested to me. It is not a good loadout, but it's got good mobility, which I guess is why people use it. It's also suppressed, so I don't know. Take that with a grain of salt. This isn't my loadout. I think it also sucks. Don't get on my ass in the description, or the comments, sorry. So, anyway, straight up, Striker, meh weapon. Wouldn't say it's very good. Wouldn't say it's very bad. It's probably the worst shotgun, but that's just because the other shotguns are so good. Echo's probably a lot better than it, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. There's no real reason to use it. But, yeah. Utilities that I'm gonna recommend for every single way that you're gonna be using the Striker. Either a frag grenade, some sort of smoke. Well, not some sort of, just smoke. Or a throwing axe, or combat axe, whatever you want to call it. Or just a sticky, doesn't really matter. Something you can throw to maybe prevent your opponents from getting to you as quickly. This way that I'm currently using the Striker, I don't recommend it, but if you want to try it, you for sure can. It's not the best loadout for it. Certainly not the best. But it works for playing aggressively. The AF speed isn't too slow, but the range is something to be desired. To be quite honest, I don't know why you play like this, because of the other play style that just seems so much better. So for this, the way that I'm playing right now, super aggressive, behind enemy lines. Just pushing the pressure at all times. You're going to be wanting to try to use cover as much as you can, and use a area of the map that you're able to get to people, and you're not going to die as much. Well, not as much, maybe. Not as easily, because you're going to have cover. You're going to be able to possibly spawn camp the enemy like I've been trying to do the entire game, but pushing the pressure like this, I wouldn't recommend for the Striker, to be honest. I think it's much better defensively used. Alright, we won the first round.
Get ready for the next round.
You're going to want to be utilizing cover. You're going to want to be utilizing your smoke, if it's not high-rise or crossfire, because your smoke's going to help you get from area to area a lot easier. You might not get killed as easily by an AR or anything. So, yeah, smoke, you're going to want that. Streaks, UAV, counter UAV, shock RC, but obviously they're not mandatory. Just suggesting them because you want people to not know where you are. With either of the two loadouts that I'm going to show in this video, you're going to want to know where other people are, and you're going to want to know where singular targets are that you might be able to kill easier. Okay. I don't know why that guy was proning. I kind of just focused my attention on him. Like, I didn't shoot him, I was just, like, looking at him. It's entirely my fault there. I probably shouldn't have rushed. I should have stayed back. With this version of Striker, I guess, if you want to call it that, the way that you're playing with this one, pushing the pace, trying to use cover as much as you can, using your grenade to push enemies back a little bit. You're going to be trying to break holes. It's kind of an anti-SMG weapon, kind of, even though I wouldn't recommend it. And oh my god, this setup is not good. The only benefit to this setup is bigger mag, but it's only 4 shots, so it doesn't really matter. Those 4 shots might save you. They probably won't. But yeah, pushing the pace like this with a Striker,
Enemy shock RC is coming.
I don't really recommend it, as I've already said multiple times, but it can be done. I'm dead. Alright, so yeah, you're just gonna be wanting to push the pace, keep cover, consistently use your utilities that you have, because they're going to help you a lot, especially if you're playing like how I was just playing. I will show the loadout right now. Alright, this is not a good map for the striker, however I'm going to try to showcase the defensive variant as best as I can. So, the defensive variant, you're going to be wanting to try to utilize cover as much as possible. You're not going to be wanting to push out like I just did there. That will be your downfall. However, this version, the way you're going to be playing, very, very good for objective work. You're going to be wanting to stay in and near buildings and cover. So main central areas on the map. So tower on this map, being Rust, obviously, you're going to want to stay near it. You're going to want to be in it, or try to be in it at all times. As you can see, every time I push out from cover, I die. So you're going to be trying to lull people into your little area that you're going to be controlling. So let's watch this. He's going to get impatient. Let's see if he still rushes. Over here. There's a person over there. I don't think he's going to rush. So getting impatient with this version of Striker is no bueno. You will die. You will, well, most likely die. I'm dead. Yeah, I'm probably dead. You're going to be able to play objectives on maps like Standoff. But on maps like Rust, there's just no way. Staying in little areas like this, not very good. You're somewhat out in the open. There's nowhere for you to run to cover. You're just gonna be out of your element here. Now, obviously, this isn't a ranked match. I'm not gonna waste my time playing the objective. So I'm just gonna be showing how I think that the Striker should be played. As you can see, I'm staying back in cover. That guy's just better than me. I'm trying to stay in cover. Why did he pick up my Striker? I don't know. The gun's not very good. I should be utilizing my smoke more. That is one thing I will say. I'm not utilizing my smoke to get the cover that I need to. Smoking off areas and rushing to cover, probably the best thing you can do with the Striker. You also want to have good trigger discipline, so you can get actually up close without people noticing you. You will probably die a lot with the Striker. You're going to want to be moving with the objective, but not playing aggressive, if that makes sense. You're probably going to want to push out if you're not a defensive player, but you're going to have to try bite every single instinct that tells you to push. I'm going to get inside, because I'm getting shot at. Just wait a little bit. Let's check the minimap. Person over on tower. Let's wait a little bit. Let's move, because I don't think he's there anymore. So just making plays like this is where the Striker shines, to be honest. Getting up behind people. Spraying them down with your shotgun. Now obviously that works for every single weapon in the game, not just the Striker. But the Striker, I feel, does it very well, because it's a shotgun. It's very good at close range. Which is why I'm saying play defensive with it, or else you're probably going to die. Both through there. Got one up on an Annihilator. Back up a little bit. Teammate saves me. You see, when you play cover and just wait, you will win with this Striker loadout. A majority of the time. Now, you're probably going to struggle against SMGs. Me pushing up here, not very smart of me, but I'm doing it anyway. And obviously I die because pushing out in the open with a Striker, no bueno. Do not do. Now, I'm going to utilize my smoke in a second, but getting up to this spot here will give me a good opportunity to smoke, try to get their attention, let's hope they don't see me, and get into the point, and get a decent break for my team. Now, if this was a ranked match, or a scrim, my teammate very well could have easily helped me get that point, but because it's a pub, no one cares. Using cover is 100% the best way you are going to win with this gun. Now, obviously, as I said, not a ranked match. No one's playing the objective. I'm not playing the objective. Apart from the enemy team for some reason. So, just in terms of gunfights and stuff, you can see that when I'm utilizing cover and just waiting a little bit just for them to want to rush me to get into my range, these people are losing whenever they get close. Now, when I rush out like that, I lose because the striker's range isn't very good, which is why utilizing utilizing cover for any shotgun, to be honest, it's the best way to use it in my opinion, or use them in my opinion. Now, this fucking stealth chopper is a pain in the ass, and I hate that they got one because it's annoying. It's like fucking the most annoying fucking score streak in fucking COD. But anyway, with the first loadout I showed you, you're probably want to play aggressive, get up there, get in their face. But with the loadout, the second one, I much more so recommend utilizing cover a lot more, trying to lull people into a trap before killing them. Make them impatient. Make them want to push you. If you're patient, you will win. But yeah, that's how I think the striker should be used. Tell me in the comments if you think that helped, and yeah, thanks for watching.